Please like, subscribe, and be sure to click that bell button for regular and exciting indie film content and your chance to be the first to engage with the Liftoff Global Network of Film Festivals as we embark on launching the careers of the filmmakers of tomorrow.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. Today we are talking about the Toronto Liftoff Film Festival, and this is the final roundup we're doing before the network round. The Toronto Liftoff Film Festival closes on Monday the 4th of July at 10 p.m. BST. So there is still lots of time to get your votes in, and today we're going to be looking at the films that are currently in the lead across all 4 programs for the Toronto Liftoff Film Festival. This is a live stream, so if you are watching and you have any questions, the chat room is open, so feel free to drop us a message and we will answer those during today's stream. There's a few other things I wanted to talk about whilst we're on the stream, including the prizes, how best to vote. Obviously the festival closes on the 4th of July, and then we have some acceptance speeches from the winners from the Tokyo Liftoff Film Festival, which has just finished. So I'd like to share some of that with you as we go on. But I think a good place to start is talking about the prizes for the Toronto Liftoff Film Festival. There are 3 prizes up for grabs, including, first of all, live screenings at one of the Liftoff festivals later this year. We also have the Audience Choice Award, which is where we get a handful of filmmakers onto our YouTube channel, where we then do a director-style commentary discussion with them, with their films muted in the background. In fact, we did the Tokyo Audience Choice Roundtable yesterday, and it was fantastic. We had 3 of the Audience Choice winners on the call with their films playing, and we spoke about why they wanted to make their film, what it looks like, what their futures look like, what they're working on next, and some of the things that they had to overcome during their shoots in order to get their project made. So they're really interesting, and they are available on our YouTube channel. If you feel like this is something that you would like to watch, then you can go over to our YouTube channel and watch them there. So yeah, that's prize number 2. And then the third prize is season award nominations. After each of the Liftoff festivals, we award a handful of films with a season award nomination. And the nominations all compete against each other for the opportunity to win one of these trophies. There are 14 categories, 14 trophies, and I think on average around 70 to 80 nominees in total across the board. So we nominate a handful of filmmakers after each of the festivals, and then at the end of the year we look back across all of the festivals and fill in the gaps. So if, for example, the Best Art Direction category hasn't been filled up after the festivals, we go back and we look at all of the films that took part in the festival, and we select the other nominated filmmakers, or art directors in this case, to be nominated. So if you don't pick up a prize from the Toronto Liftoff Film Festival, there is still an opportunity at the end of the year that your film might be nominated for a season award, where then you'll be invited to come and join us at Pimer Studios for our red carpet celebration. Amazing night of celebrating true indie film that came through the Liftoff network that year. So they are the 3 prizes. How to vote. So lots of you have already voted, but I can see on the statistics, and you'll also hear that when I read it out later on in the stream, that not everyone has placed their vote. So I quickly want to share a video with you with the best way for you to leave your votes. This is how you can do it. Our online festivals are designed to bring much needed new eyes to true indie film. They are a tried and tested method of providing a platform of diverse work to a large audience. The voting process is specifically created to engage people with the collection. Once you purchase the program, to watch the films you'll be sent a ticket email which contains your personal link to sign up to the festival, along with your voting code and link. Before the festival closes, head to the email again to cast your vote. Entering the code in the email will give you access to the form, which will then ask you to select your 2 favourite films and provide some feedback on the projects. Throughout the festival, we'll be running events on our YouTube channel, such as live festival updates, free workshops and promotional filmmaker interviews. Filmmakers will also receive daily updates from the festival. Thank you for participating. So there we go. Remember to use that code and that link to place your votes, and you have to vote for 2 films in order for your votes to count. Perfect. So That's how to vote, and that's the prizes. So I'd like to share with you 2 acceptance speeches from filmmakers that took part in the Tokyo Lifter Film Festival. So I'm going to get that loaded up for you here now before we get into the breakdown of the Toronto Festival. Here are 2 wonderful speeches from 2 winners.
Hi Liftoff, my name is Thor Singh and I'm the writer-director of Ground Control, which was awarded the Audience Choice as part of Tokyo Liftoff Festival and furthermore nominated for Best First Time Film at the Season Awards. Ground Control is centered around my own experiences with mental challenges, and as the main character, I was too stubborn to acknowledge my inner problems while they gradually grew on me. With the film, I hope to open the eyes of others of how problems grow if they're ignored or shoved away. Currently, I'm working on a new short film about 2 siblings during a family crisis. And after that, I hope to start writing my first feature. And where to see Ground Control next? We've sent to different festivals around the world, and I really hope to see you there.
Hello, Lift Off team and community. My name is Stephanie Clem. I'm the scriptwriter and director of the fiction film of Fish and Man. And with the film, we just won the Season Award nomination in the category of Best Feature Live Action Narrative. Thank you so much for that. We are very proud and very touched. The inspiration behind the film was an idea I had to tell a story about 2 characters who are tied up together by fate and can't escape. Last year we had our cinema release and just now the TV premiere, and the film can be seen now on Filmingo, Cinephile, MyFilm and Apple TV as well. And if you can, please watch it with a beamer and make a big screen. Thank you. Thank you so much for that and see you soon. Bye.
Some fantastic speeches there from our winning filmmakers who picked up a Season Award nominations. In fact, they both picked up a Season Award nomination, and Thor was also on the Audience Choice Roundtable that took place yesterday that we already mentioned. Okay, cool. So let's get into the statistics for the Toronto Lifter Film Festival. Let me quickly get the posters. Here we go. There we go. So we're going to start with the judges' select shorts. So far we've had 327 playthroughs on this program. 18 countries around the world have tuned in to watch. We've got 64 votes in so far and an audience number of 65. So almost all the votes have come in for this program, and that is why we had a bit of movement across the statistics for this program from the last week that we did this. So currently in the lead on 12 votes, we've got Daisy Chain, and this is a Canadian film by a Canadian director called Asha Kasim. And it follows a young woman who sees no reason to continue her miserable existence, hires a professional to end it for her. However, even for a professional, the job may not be as easy as it looks. So this is on 12 votes. And closely behind on 10 votes, we have A Many, and this is directed by Amar Hatham from Canada as well. So this is a Canadian short film as well. It's a Canadian student drama. A nostalgic Amar, the son of a remarkable mother, experienced an inner conflict, challenged by validating his feelings towards his mother in a one-sided relationship. Amar is pushing a moment of truth. Then we move on to the TRENDSETTERS program. So we've got 633 playthroughs. They're pretty big numbers here. 16 countries watching. We've had 69 votes in, and we've got an audience of around 91. So loads and loads and loads of more votes to come in for the TRENDSETTERS page. So what I'm reading out now with the 2 films that currently are in the lead, this might not be the case when we get to the network round or when the festival closes. It may have all changed. But if you're a filmmaker taking part in the festival and an audience member who has bought a ticket, you will be sent the daily score email, which goes out every day, where you can live track the scores. So let's find out which film is currently in the lead. So on 16 votes, we've got Penny and Ramin, and this is directed by Canadian filmmaker Gilad Lippa. The film is unflinching in its exploration of some of the anguish of coming of age, particularly in the insidious effects of the underlying mental health issue, unrequited first love, and the murky territory that accompanies a relationship underpinned by alcohol. Whoa. Gilad actually joined us in the focus group that took place last week as well, so it was fantastic to meet the filmmaker. Then we've got Sessions in Grief, which is on 12 votes, and this is also a Canadian film directed by Nika. This is an experimental short drama film. So Sessions in Grief follows Ruthie in her journey processing the grief of the life and self she has spent 22 years crafting, only to let it all go to prioritise her happiness over that of others around her. So moving on then to New Voices. We have 570 playthroughs, 9 countries currently tuning in, 40 votes currently placed, and an audience number of around 57. So Katarine is on 10 votes, which has snuck back in to these streams. It was in the first stream that we did, and now back again, whereas last week it was knocked out by the 2 following films. So we have 3 films that are currently tied on 10 votes, and that is Katarine, which is directed by Victor Pellier, which is from Canada. This is an experimental student short film. Katarine embodies a nostalgic implosion that navigates between the mourning, the abundance, the absurdity, and the affection we have for those beings who cross our path. For Irene, it is her cat. Then we have Ruby, which is also on 10 votes, and this is directed by Gwendoline Laurent from France, and this is a short drama. This film has consistently stayed at the top throughout the Toronto Festival, so well done to our filmmakers and team behind it. Ruby wakes up in a place unknown to her. She hums a rhyme without sounding realised. She doesn't remember where she learnt it, but the tune she hums reassures. The rhyme is also hummed by a stranger who Ruby will try to find. Her instinct tells her that she is the key to understanding where she is. And then we also have 20 marks on 10 votes, and this is directed by Savas Alpatoun from the UK, and this is a short film as well. In 1940 Nazi-occupied France, Maximilian's church is cursed by the aftermath of a great nearby revolt. The turmoil has left his church devastated, and thereby his priesthood. In these trying times, in fraternizing and trading with the anti-Semitic regime, he can either replenish his career or his virtue, but not both. So well done to our 3 filmmakers who are currently on 10 votes for the New Voice page. Moving on to the final page, we have the features program. So currently we've got 217 playthroughs on this program, 11 countries watching, only 13 votes placed so far with 23 audience members. So again, a huge movement here to happen on the votes once they have all come in. So up first we have Bad Luck. So congratulations to Jean-Louis Uzon from France. He is on 3 votes, and this is a feature drama which is shot across multiple countries, and in fact this film has all been at the top of many of our roundups for the Tokyo Festival, Toronto, and I'm sure we'll see this film over and over again. It also took part in the Toronto Roundtable, which took place yesterday. And he was telling us that they filmed in Argentina, Australia, Cambodia, Chile, Cuba, Hong Kong, Macau, Mexico, Sri Lanka, United States. I think it was something like 16 countries in total they shot that film over. A huge ambition with almost a one-man band. So definitely courageous filmmaking here. So the story of Bad Luck is a trip around the world. There we go, around the world, 16 countries. Could be anyone's dream, right? Except when one is a fugitive in the midst of an existential crisis like me. A schizophrenic Hollywood screenwriter who has seen too many movies is searching for murder. So there we have it. The next 5 films are all tied on 2 votes. So up first we've got Resilience, which is directed by Alyssa Kuzmova from Canada. We have Catnip Nation on 2 votes, and this is by Tina Trasher. We've got Liar in Chief, a chronicle of the Trump Presidency Through the Eyes of an Outraged Graphic Artist on 2 votes by M. Kaplan. Then we have Shadows in a Box. This is by Emmanuel Martin de Faciliantonio. And then we have Silence as Mercury Rises on 2 votes by Carl Tabut. Fantastic films from fantastic filmmakers, and I'm just checking over in the chat room and I can see that River Edge Films is here. Hello, welcome. River Edge is one of our officially selected screenwriters. Thank you so much for joining us in today's stream. She says that she's happy to be present and she absolutely loved this one, which I assume is 20 marks. She says it is amazing. Thank you, River, for tuning into the films as well. There we have it. So I think to end it, I'm just going to end today's stream on another acceptance speech from a fantastic filmmaker called Mo Rebeck, who picked up the Audience Choice Award from Tokyo, and he can be seen in the stream that we did yesterday as well. So here is his acceptance speech.
Hello, Liftoff. My name is Mo Rebeck. My artist name is Robodrone. My film, Download My Heart in the Metaverse, has been awarded Audience Choice at the Tokyo Liftoff Film Festival 2022. The main inspiration for making the film comes from the song by the same name, which I wrote and produced. You can find it on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, and other music platforms, courtesy of Universal Music Group Ingrooves. Yesterday, we were looking at the computer screen. Today, we are being pushed into the screen and beyond. Welcome to the Metaverse. Digital culture mediates the physical world now. The future is a hybrid mix of the real, enabled and empowered by the unreal. My film explores this brave new world of almost limitless possibilities, even as it entertains you. I'm currently promoting my latest film, Download My Heart, in LA. I'm also talking to the Office of the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, to use my multi-award-winning film, Download My Heart in London, to help revive London's tourism post-COVID.
So there we have it, another wonderful acceptance speech. Thank you to everyone who joined us on today's stream. We will be back next week with the launch of the New York Lifter Film Festival and also finding out which films have made it through to the network round for the Toronto Lifter Film Festival. Toronto closes on Monday, the 4th of July, and we will be looking at the films that have made it into the network round around Thursday next week. Enjoy the rest of the festival, and congratulations to all the filmmakers who have received official selections to the New York Lifter Film Festival. Bye bye.